Yeah, I reckon we're in the middle of nowhere in Nowhere Town, U.S. of A. And we're here looking at yonder on the prairie where we can do some hunting and fishing and get some prairie dogs for dinner. Maybe some trout. And I'll head on down to the saloon and sit in some hot springs. Yeah, I reckon that's what's gonna happen.
All right, I made it all the way out to Jackson Hot Springs. It's this little pool on the roof of this like two-story classic Western hotel. Like deer antlers in the lobby and big old wooden dancing floor and some Western music going on. So I'm gonna soak here for a while and stay the night and head back out on the highway. Heidi ho, boys and girls. All right, it's Monday morning, heading towards Lolo Hot Springs.
Have no fear, people, let your love shine. And understand that we're the ones that we've been waiting for. Don't give up your power to those who wish to control you. Speak with your actions, be impeccable. Still, let's live free. Free of fear and live joyfully. And I pick up all the things and say positive. That'll make us feel real good and just feel good.
Yeah, Montana morning after a little bit of a rain. First rain in 2 months. Nice.
So let music be our church, the place we share ideas, fill up on the spirit and learn to understand freedom. Because the Babylon system trying to lead us astray from this natural world that we should love and celebrate. So we begin to kill our minds to live the real truth. We're all in this together, we can all share in the fruits. This the mother provides, but we must all cooperate. Be patient and humble, denounce aggression and hate.
Oh, yeah, Montana. Yes, I am just about an hour away from Jackson Hot Springs, where I stayed last night in a little town called Jackson, right outside of Wisdom. And I am en route to Lolo Hot Springs. I'm taking the long way there. I'm not sure what, I think Highway 43 or something. And then that's gonna eventually pop out just before Missoula. And yeah, this is supposed to be I just passed it, like the Big Hole Valley. There's a big battle that went down there. And it's just so many just beautiful streams and rivers and lakes and trees and mountains, and had a little bit of a rain last night, and so things are cleared and air's fresh. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of hot springs. It's been just fantastic. It's the way to go to keep balance with all this traveling. And I'm going to try to make my way down the 90 a little bit so my drive to Seattle won't be too arduous tomorrow for the Furthur show in Seattle. So let's see what happens today. Looking forward to getting back in the mineral waters. Lolo Hot Springs is I don't know, a couple hours away. Stay tuned. The isness continues. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, this is just too awesome to pass up. I mean, it's just so peaceful. So peaceful right here. This little nugget area I found. There's a big valley out there. Just goes on for days. Yeah, Montana.
Columbus sailed on a conquest for gold and new trade routes. He landed in what is now the Bahamas and was greeted by the peaceful Arawak people of the island. Columbus believed that his Christian God gave him the divine right to take the natives as slaves and kill them at will. When he returned to Haiti in 1495, he and his men raped and enslaved the Arawak. By 1497, through murder, mutilation, or suicide, half of the 250,000 natives in Haiti were dead. Columbus Day was declared a national holiday in 1971.
Broken, Connecticut, 1637. Over 700 men, women, and children of the Pequot tribe gathered for their annual Green Corn Festival. In the pre-dawn hours, the sleeping natives were surrounded by Dutch and English mercenaries who ordered them to come outside. Those who came out were shot or clubbed to death, while the terrified women and children who huddled inside the longhouse were burned alive. The next day, the governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving because 700 unarmed men, women, and children had been murdered. Thanksgiving became a national holiday in 1863. And many more atrocities would follow. And many more atrocities would follow.
Yeah, is that deer?
Nandan Massacre, Pennsylvania, 1782.
Jayhawk Affair, Florida, 1818.
Battle of Bad Axe, Wisconsin, 1832.
Trail of Tears, 1838 to 1839.
Clear Lake Massacre, California, 1850.
Kaibai Creek Massacre, California, 1854.
Indian Island Massacre, Humboldt County, California, 1860.
Bear River Massacre, Weston, Idaho.
Keysville Massacre, Kern County, California, 1863.
Sand Creek Massacre, Colorado, 1864.
Marias Massacre, Montana, 1870.
Wounded Knee Massacre, South Dakota, 1890. And the story continues today.
Broken treaties, stolen lives, mislead the children, culture won't survive. Cannot be trusted, poisoned with greed. Disgrace the mother, watch her people bleed. Seems like things never change. Same rich white men playing the same old games. It ain't a color, it's a way of life. Keeping the poor and the colored underneath the knife. It's the way of the money, it's the way of greed. Exploit the earth, pollute the water, sell what they don't need. The four-leggeds living on the land become another possession of these man's hands. And it don't matter who we're related to. We all come from the same religious group. We've got similar wants, we have the same needs. We all want to survive, we all have to eat. And it's time we all start to help each other out. Cooperations and competitions out. You better start to turn things around. Put your ear to the ground, you hear that trembling sound. It's the earth mother gonna start pushing back all the smokestacks, giving her a heart attack. You can't take her blood without giving back. We drill holes in the ground while the bubble skin cracks. She's so strong, she'll live on long after we're all dead and gone. It's not too late to turn it all around. It changes the name of the game in this song. Ain't no shame in being proud of where you come from. Don't ignore the history.
Hot Springs. That wasn't on the map. Huh. I don't know if it's open. It doesn't look like it. Let's check. That way? Shoots. The hot springs were closed. Darn. On to Lolo. Oh, lazy river, rolling through Montana. See how she shines with golden reds and greens. I don't know what this is. It's like the Lewis and Clark Trail, but this might be a gold mine, an abandoned gold mine or something. It's an incredible little spot I found here. Man, I love Montana. Okay, I just saw this little sign. It said Warm Springs 1 mile to the left, and then here's the road you take, Medicine Springs Road. Okay, I'll go. There it is, Warm Springs CG. I wonder what CG stands for. Crazy Good. And then we have Crazy Creek Crazy Good, 4 miles. That's double crazy. Let's go.